For Houston, you're playing this game today representing the whole state of Texas. You're the only team from Texas left. Okay? So you're playing for the honor of the state of Texas. You're playing for the honor of the city of Houston. You're playing for the honor of the Houstonians. That's an awesome responsibility. But I know each and every one of you all are up to that challenge today because you're proud, you're champions, you're Houstonians.
We came here in good spirit and high hopes because myself as the assistant coach and Connie, the coach, we have been working together with the guys for quite a long time, keeping them in good shape for the game.
Ellos están listos ahorita, porque a ellos los que les faltaba, pienso que era la mentalidad, estar más fríos, ya lo tienen, porque el fútbol ellos lo llevan en la sangre, nosotros los hispanos sabemos todos. Entonces, primeramente Dios, estamos listos para ganar esta final.
Gentlemen, I have a letter here to read to you. It's dated July the 2nd, 1997. It's addressed to the Houstonians FC soccer team, care of Mr. Doc Lawson. It says, Dear Houstonians, on behalf of the city of Houston, it is with great pleasure that I congratulate you on your outstanding success in reaching this point in the soccer championships. I've enjoyed following your remarkable accomplishments throughout the season and was delighted to hear about yesterday's heart-stopping semifinal victory. I am not surprised that your incredible hard work and boundless determination have earned you this elite spot in the finals. The competition has been fierce, yet you have beaten all the odds in this pursuit of the championship by reaching a higher level than any other municipally sponsored team in the nation. Regardless of the results of the games ahead, you've represented our city with honor and dignity, and you have made us proud. The city of Houston shares in your excitement, and we wish you the best of luck in the finals. Sincerely, Bob Lanier, Mayor of the City of Houston. Thank you.
Okay, guys, are you ready? Yeah. What time is it?
Now!
What time is it?
Now!
Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. What is destiny?
To be champion.
I didn't hear you. What is destiny?
To be champion.
Okay, let's go.
We gotta go now.
This appearance by the under-20 Houstonians in this regional final marks the first appearance by a city-sponsored team in a regional final in USYSA history.
Oh. Ooh.
You gotta be aware of the far post.
Basically, game plan was that they had watched us play and they knew that Flavio Monteiro was a real potent player up front for us. So I knew they would be occupied with him, and they had a tendency to overmark him. They were actually marking with 3 players. And
Like double teaming or?
Well, actually triple teaming him.
Triple teaming him.
And they didn't know that he was hurt. So basically just stood around 90% of the time. But they didn't know that. And I used him as a decoy. And the rest of the players, what I did was I brought them back as what we call in defense, like a block, a defensive block.
Okay.
¿Quién atrás, Haji? Que no miran a dónde van a tirar antes de pegarle la pelota. Hay que ver para dónde va.
Finish.
Haji. Sí, es ready. Manda en medio. Es que el medio no está chingando. Sí, pero... Bien. Qué bueno. Ahora sí, ¡Tras! ¡Out! ¡Solo! ¡Bien! ¡Fuera! Déjalo. ¡Échatela! Franklin, habla, si tienes ayuda, necesitas ayuda, habla, mijo.
¡Juan Carlos! Quedas un ratito atrás ahí ayudando a Franklin.
No está corriendo, no estoy mirando que corre, no corre. Vamos.
Línea, tranquilo.
Está bien, eso, está bien.
Ref stop. No lo dejas que patea la pelota.
Atrás, güey. Solo.
Ya, muere. ¡Vamos, Chuy!
Muñoz. Mira, Lalo. Avanza, Lalo. Llévala.
Otra vez con Lalo.
Haji, everybody in the defense, Flaco, don't play in the back.
Mándalo en la esquina. Que ellos vayan a agarrarlo. Nosotros no agarramos, ellos necesitan correr por ellos y comen el tiempo. Metes presión a ellos para que ellos no puedan mandar pelotas a sus jugadores. ¿Entiendes? You got it? And don't commit. No, pero don't commit. También, porque ellos la persona más cerca de la pelota siempre necesita llegar. Vamos. 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes, man.
Son 45 minutos, Racita, hay que echarle con
45
todo.
minutes.
45
Todo,
minutos.
mándalos. Que ellos necesitan correr. ¿Entiendes? You didn't want the little brown thing, right?
No.
You want the little white thing?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Vamos todos.
Vamos, Racita, con todo.
Vamos, Rafa, vamos.
Vamos a hacerlo por todos.
1, 2, 3. You don't need to say it loud. In our hearts, family. Okay, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. So just say it in your heart. Close your eyes. Vamos, vamos, muchachos. Con ganas.
Hey, yo, Racita, esto es.
Sube.
Line, it's going line. Watch line. There it goes. There it is. Yes.
Tranquilo. ¡Ándala, Mario! ¡Despacio! ¡Sube, Darwin!
40 minutos.
Houstonians, vamos. Vamos, Racita, vamos.
Vamos, Houstonians, vamos, raza, vamos.
¡Cámbiale!
¡Vamos, Bosnia!
Humildes.
¡Sigue tribuna la bim bomba! ¡Sigue tribuna la bim bomba! ¡A la bim bomba! ¡Chargers! ¡Ra!
Yeah!
Thank God we finally did it. It's been many long years. These kids have worked so hard They're doing it for the city. They're doing it for the family. They're doing it for themselves. They've sacrificed so much, and they wanted to produce so badly. And they did it.
And what's our destiny? To be champions! All right, guys, give yourselves a hand. Okay, let's go get our medals and take more pictures. Yeah!
USYSA is proud to have had the tournament here in Greensboro, an absolutely wonderful place for a tournament, and you guys played your hearts out.
All right. Okay. So, bring up Connie Constantine, the coach. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you. First of all, I want to thank all the tournament people. This is a fantastic facility. The tournament has been awesome. Our opponents, Florida, great team. All the teams we played against. I also want to thank Mayor Bob Lanier and the council members and all our parents to help our teams back in Houston. And we had a goal. Our goal was to win this regional for 3 people. Doc Lawson, Bill Smith, and the third person is not with us anymore, but her heart is with us always, Frances Morales. We'll never forget her. Our next goal is to bring the national trophy to Bob Lanier, Mayor Bob Lanier. That's what our next goal is, to bring that trophy to him for all his work and effort that he's done for our program. Now I'd like to bring up the players. Go ahead. Okay. Tony? Vamos.
Great work, Tony.
Chuy. Vaya a dar mano al otro.
Outstanding job. Outstanding.
Armando.
Well done. Congratulations.
Nelson Mata.
Well done. Good job.
Abraham Gomez. Chuy, vaya allá. Mario Sanchez. Bosnia. Haji. Lomeli. Big Jake. Flaco. Darwin, Bosnia. Abel. Banana. Franklin. Jesse. Juan Carlos.
Congratulations. 2 more.
Well done. Good job. You lose, you got.
And the captain of the team, Flavio Montiero.
Good work. Congratulations.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you. Hey, I get a hug from you. Long way since we went to England, huh?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, Connie.
So I'd like to thank Mr. Barnhill and Patty and from the state, and also Arthur Young and Cindy, and Tim. Thank you, Tim, Masumba, and Pete, my coaches. Give a big hand, Josh, our family, it's our Houstonian family. Do you have any more?
Oh, yeah.
I got my Pete, Big Peppy here. The Chief, Masumba.
All right, here is the championship trophy or championship plaque for the Houstonians.
Let's give it.
From South Texas.
Let's give a big hand to Roy, my buddy here. Yeah.
All right.
Roy.
On to Phoenix.
On to Phoenix.
Congratulations.
Roy, thank you for everything.
You betcha.
Thanks.
Congratulations. You betcha.
Bill, like to say a few words. Go ahead, Will.
Well, I guess I'm pretty overwhelmed by the celebration here. I'm very proud of these boys. They've worked hard for over a year. They've got the best coaching that we could provide them. We got the best leaders in our mayor and city council members, and we got a great community behind us. Thank y'all very much.
4 years ago, I said to Connie, we were walking down after I got my first Tawichi shirt. I said, Connie, keep the faith. Our day will come. And when my opportunity comes, brother, you'll be the man to take the kids where they need to go. 4 years ago, the day when we met, and then it was the revolution. He was going to start a soccer revolution. I said, well, Connie, every revolution needs somebody on the ground to do the work. So when we get ready, but this guy, he's a brother. He's a brother to me. I will always love him. And we've come from like yay high in the same history. And it's just wonderful we have the opportunity to share and come together as a family to help build a family for the future.
Well, let me take that story fast forward a couple of years. Little over a year ago, Doc came to me and he said, Bill, I want to hire this coach. And I said, okay. I said, is he the best? Doc said, yeah, he's the best. And I said, don't BS me. Is he really the best? Because Mayor Lanier said, I want the best coaches for our kids that we can get. Doc said, he's the best. I said, go get him. And that was it.
We came here to take these to Houston, to bring these trophies to Houston, and we did it.
Well, I tell you, these guys waited a whole year, and they were hungry. They knew that they weren't going to come here to lose. And I think it's a very important point in athleticism, and also in any type of competition, you know, in the business world, or, you know, sometimes you got to lose. And
don't give up.
That's right. Never say surrender, right? And you keep on going. And I think the old saying of Vince Lombardi that's really stuck in my head is the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. And this team has really worked hard, and they're committed to win the national championship.
I've been playing for so long, and since I started playing, I just felt that, you know, I thought that was something that I would just play for fun, but since we are growing up, you feel that you have more responsibility on different games, and you feel that you improve more skills. It's not just like a soccer skills. You see that you improve more skill, like your discipline, be a little bit organized, be a little bit more respectful to other people, respectful with your teammates, and also, I mean, learn some other skill like listen, trying to have more initiative, and try to be a little bit more aggressive in something when you really want.
This team Houstonians mean a lot to me. To begin with, it's very rare that you find a team that has so much unity, and it's like a family, you know. All of us love each other on the field. We walk onto the field holding hands, and we do it and we have fun at the same time. You know, we go to practice, we all give it everything we have. Our coach is always there for us, along with other supporters that are from Houston. I think a lot of people underestimate us here at this tournament, and we proved to them all wrong. If I wasn't involved in soccer, I think I would be giving 100% to school, because if it wasn't for school, I mean, nowadays, you know, you have to be doing something. You have to have a degree in something, you know. And what better yet that we play soccer and school, mix it up, you know. We have to get a scholarship and get our free education.
At this time, I would like to ask our mayor, who has done so much for our children of the city, who has done so much for youth sports and recreation, who has done so much for the city of Houston, to please come up and say a few words, and later on I'm sure the children will want to thank you in their own special way. Mayor Lanier.
You know, I'm just so proud of all you young people in this city youth sports program. It looks nice and promising, bright out there today. Particularly proud of these young men that have won the regional, will later represent this city at a national level. True Houston champions. Dr. Lawson, this sports program has been really an inspirational leader. It has brought it to great heights. My wife Elise has worked in these youth programs in the parks our entire 6 years of service. Bill Smith, taken such an interest in it, flew up for the regional finals. John Castillo, district council member in this park's in your district, isn't it, John? This park's in his district, and he's taken a particularly strong interest in the youth programs. For me, is truly an inspirational experience, and it's one of the real joys I feel in serving all of you, is that they may have made some contribution to the betterment of our youth in this city. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Lanier. Soccer is an incredible sport in the United States of America. We have well over 15 million participants in the sport of soccer in the United States. Worldwide, there are over 200 million participants that are registered. Those are the ones that we can actually put to paper, okay? And there's probably another zillions that are playing the sport that are not registered. And because of what is happening here in the city of Houston, we have been given the opportunity to become part of that, not only national family, but that international family. What is happening here in this city will be heard throughout the United States and across the world, because this is the first and only municipally sponsored program in the history of soccer in the United States, which is over 70 years old, that have made it to the Final Four in this country.
Boom, boom, Houstonians, Houstonians!
The soccer program in Houston is so important to the youth of our community because it's a focal point for youth activity. 3 years ago, before this program was established, the youth of our community had nothing really that was really theirs. And I think this has brought something that is an inspiration to all these young people. Our under-20 team has just won a regional championship. It means a lot to the team of 12 and under who are looking forward to becoming the next team. I think we have champions in every level, at the local level, at the state level, at the national level. I think that we're looking at Houston becoming the birthplace of Olympian level players, of national level players, and professional level players. I think that other cities and other professional venues are going to be looking to Houston to provide the kind of athlete that will excel in this world-class sport.
What we had today here is an event of great significance, I think. First of all, it's a thank you to Mayor Lanier for all of the hard work and devotion and money he's put into our youth sports programs. But I think most of all, it's a recognition that inner city kids anywhere in the country can excel and even be superior to their suburban counterparts if they have the proper coaching, proper instruction, and the proper structure and organization behind them. And that's what we've created with the soccer program. And we'll be duplicating that in baseball, and basketball, softball. We've done it in golf, tennis. And I think it says to inner city kids, yes, we can do it too, with the proper organization behind us. And I think that's real important for kids to know that. It gives them a purpose, gives them some incentive for staying in school, staying off drugs, and playing youth sports.
Straighten your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pass and overlap. Pass and overlap. Keep going. Pass and overlap. Okay, everybody here, quickly. Vamos. Get closer. Don't throw so high. That's ¡vámonos! ¡Pega, abajo! So every moment that we live, we have to cherish it. Life, there's nothing better than life. Nothing. That's why it's important to try to find out in life what makes you tick, right? What special gift each one of you have, or gifts. Some people have more than one gift. Es muy importante buscar tu vida, qué es importante, porque la vida es muy corta. Por eso, cada minuto, cada segundo, necesitas vivir todo. Every second, every minute of life, you got to live to the max, because life is short. This is just a game. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, if we win the tournament, lose the tournament, we're here at the tournament, I tell you right now, 1 million children, right now, 1 million children are going to bed right now with their bellies empty, their bodies cold, no roof over their head, living in the streets and in gutters, sniffing glue to help them cut their hunger and the depression. Ecuador, Bolivia, Africa, the U.S., Mexico. There are millions of children who are suffering right now. Sexual abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse. We need to cherish the moment that we're experiencing in respecting who? Those children who will never, ever, ever be in your place probably. Think about that. The game really is meaningless when you compare it to that. But it'll be meaningful, the game will be meaningful if you cherish the moment out of respect and out of care and love for the children of this world who don't have a chance in hell to make it in life. Okay, just
uniform numbers, check your uniform number, make sure it's correct. And then just sign your card, sign there the same way you sign here. Okay? Is that right?
We're very, very pleased to be able to be a partner with the Arizona Youth Soccer Association in hosting your event. We certainly do hope that you enjoy playing at the Rose Mofford Sports Complex, just newly dedicated a month ago. We think we have one of the finer ground turf conditions that you play on anywhere around in this country, at least part of the Southwest, and just wish you all well and hope that there are no injuries and a lot of smiling faces. Thank you for coming to the city of Phoenix.
I hope it's not overdoing it to ask you to join me and Snickers in another round of applause for the 40 regional championship teams. And we officially at Snickers welcome you to the Snickers Youth Soccer National Championships. It's very exciting to be with a room full of winners. And that's what all of you are, a room full of winners. But I know that you've learned along the way that winning isn't everything. In fact, you can't win every game. You can't win everything on the field or in life. But the commitment to playing that earned you all a place in this room today demanded of you skill, determination, camaraderie with your teams, respect, dignity, honesty. These are components of character, both on the field and in life. And as we at Snickers get to know you better, we are beginning to see clearly and are beginning to respect very highly these values and principles in USU soccer players. As a result, we are proud to be your title sponsor at your national championship, and we are proud to have the privilege of offering a Fair Play Award to those teams that distinguish themselves in that way.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to thank Adidas for giving me the honor to come here and speak to you guys tonight. I want to congratulate all of you guys on your regional championships. About 6 years ago, I was in your same position out here as an under-17 player, my first time at the Nationals, and we were kind of the underdog, and I know exactly what most of you guys are probably feeling, the anxiety, you ready just to play and get on with it. But no matter what happens this week, it's all a part of your team. All the honors that were just read off about me, I couldn't have accomplished any of those without the teammates that I've had since I was a U8 club player all the way through to the University of Portland and now with the national team. So as you go through this weekend, make sure you realize how special your teammates are, because without them, none of you guys would be here right now. And it's going to take all of you guys, whether you're a bench player, whether you're a starter, or whether you're playing in another position that you're not comfortable with, it's going to take all of you guys to have the success here that you've had coming up to this point. And I just want to wish all you guys the best of luck. Thank you.
At the age of 17 years old, I represented the California Youth Soccer Association in Northern California. We were state champions that year, but we went on to regionals and we didn't advance to the national championships. So I know how disappointed I was at that time, and I know how proud you should be today to be sitting where you are. And I want you to know that there's an awful lot of effort behind the scenes to support soccer in this country, not only by the USYSA, but the Federation as a whole. by sponsors such as Snickers and Adidas, and we certainly thank you for your participation. The video that we saw earlier isn't put together overnight. Those kinds of efforts on the part of sponsors is what is making this game more professional in this country. And it's because of you. They want to please you, and they want to make soccer one of the major sports in this country. And in 2010, we have the dream to win a World Cup. And right here, sitting in this room, represents the future of the national team program in this country. I have the distinct honor of introducing a young man that I have spent an awful lot of time with. I have known him since he was 14 years old, tried to recruit him to come to Santa Clara University at the time, wasn't successful, ended up going to San Diego State, ended up making collegiate All-American there, and eventually you got to the national championship, is that correct? And there wasn't the opportunity that you all have here today with the MLS, the A-League, the USISL, all the women's leagues that are now here, provide opportunities for you to grow professionally. But Eric wanted to continue playing soccer. So he went to Europe, and he's played in the Bundesliga. He's played at the highest levels. And now he's come back to the United States from his experience in Europe to show that we can do what he can do on American turf. And he's doing it with the San Jose Clash, and he certainly has done it with the United States men's national team. All of you think back about the phenomenal goal that he scored against Switzerland in the first game of the 1994 World Cup. That goal in itself set the tone for our success to get to the second round. Eric Wijnaldum is one of the most talented players to ever come out of the United States. He is the leading goal scorer, will continue to be the leading goal scorer. We have high expectations for him to lead us to France, which I know he's going to do. May I please introduce Eric Wijnaldum.
That's pressure, right? No, thank you, Steve. That's the nicest thing he's ever said about me, actually. I just wanted to, I was asked to come here today and to speak to all of you about some of my experiences and give you some insight on some of the things that I've gone through in my life. And I can identify somewhat with all of you. You're already champions, regardless of whether you win or not. I didn't get this far. I got to the final, but I lost. So I know what that's like to lose, and I think sometimes winning is a great thing, but sometimes losing is the best thing. And you need to remember that throughout this tournament. Giving it your best effort is obviously the most important thing, but you can learn a lot from losing. And I've done that a few times throughout my career. I've done my part to try and rectify that, but I wish you all the best, and I'd like to congratulate you for getting here. The only thing I can really even come close to comparing to is I was 12 years old, and we made it to the national final. And to all of you who are working for Virgil and working for Hunter Kit, and think you've had a nightmare, and as far as organization, when I was 12 years old and I went to the national final, the day before the game, Mount St. Helens blew up. So I don't see any volcanoes outside, and I'm pretty sure that that's not going to happen over your tournament. So just think of that if you're having a bad day and something isn't going right, okay? Couldn't have got any worse. We actually, it was decided on a coin flip, so we got second, which I was the captain. I said tails, should have said heads, one of those things. But we can deal with that. I got over that. But I'd like to, before I go on a little bit further, I just want to recognize one thing. And if people don't believe me, sometimes you cannot believe me, but my ex-coach, when I was about 18, 19 years old, is here, I believe. Derek. Derek, you out there? Armstrong? He's over there somewhere. I really can't see, so I'd just like to recognize him. He was obviously very instrumental in teaching me the game when I was young, along with the coach that I now have, and Steve Sampson. And there was a lot of experiences that I had as a kid, and not just winning and losing, but I think that this game will teach you a lot. It'll teach you a lot about yourself. Am I being funny? I'm sorry. It'll teach you a lot about yourself. And this is probably I love this game more than anything in the whole world. It's the most beautiful game. I can't tell you in words what it means to me, but the one great thing that you'll always get out of this game, and that's friendship. The friends that you make, the friends that you keep in this game will mean a lot more to you than winning and losing throughout your life. And I can guarantee you that. So remember that.
will be hosting the 1997 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship during the week of Sunday, July 24th through August 3rd, 1997. Whereas there are over 5 million children playing soccer in the United States. Whereas there are over 30,000 children playing soccer in the state of Arizona. Whereas these children represent every race, religion, socioeconomic class. Whereas volunteers form the majority of the administration and coaching of this sport. Now therefore, I, Skip Ramsdale, Mayor of the City of Ely, do hereby proclaim the week, Sunday, July 27th through August 3rd, as National Youth Soccer Week. Congratulations.
a lot of things. First of all is being a family, getting along with everybody, getting along with the kids, training, be responsible. That's the main point of being with the program, is just being responsible. They show you how to be responsible with everything, your life, studies, sport, and everything.
Well, I've learned to be responsible, to be in an atmosphere, to be as a professional player. I've learned to play better. Learned a lot about soccer, and I've learned to be with people as in a family.
Bueno, he aprendido muchas cosas como estar en conjunto, estar siempre aprendiendo muchas cosas, como enseñarle muchas cosas a los niños, estar siempre con ellos y decirles que le echen ganas, muchas ganas, porque estar en estas posiciones como nosotros estamos ahorita es algo muy bonito.
Oh, the greatest strength is the putting together of all the cultures and everybody getting along, and just showing all the talent that this team has, and hopefully we'll do that in this tournament. My plans for the future are, first of all, to go to college, and one day I would really like to go back to Houston and get into the Houstonians Club. I mean, every time I go back to Houston, I really want to go back and work with the kids, keep in contact with Doc, Connie, and Bill Smith, and I hope the program keeps running because I want to be part of it as long as I can.
This is fantastic, the treatment and everything. Support from Connie, Doc, Bill, the city of Houston. It's just fantastic.
Back in Houston, it's real hard for a lot of us players to get a hold of, or really get attention of good colleges' attention, to give us scholarships and all this, and a lot of recognition in the city, a lot to do with little kids, and that's what basically we're aiming for.
Y también les deseo mucha suerte a ellos y que sigan adelante y que procuren a aprender mucho y que practiquen y que trabajen fuerte, porque algún día van a estar como nosotros estamos aquí ahorita aquí en Phoenix.
This team that we're playing against is very good. Have a lot of experience. Been there before. But we have very good players. They're talented. Both squads are talented. I think the key thing is they can dribble, we can dribble. They can shoot, we can shoot. It's who wants it. That's the key thing. Who wants it more? And who's going to get the job done?
Walter Flavio came back. One of the players picked it up, volley, first time on goal with about a minute and a half left. In the second overtime. So call the mayor, he's on his way.
Call the mayor and tell him to come.
Okay? All right, take care. Well, we can party, the players can, but we are. All right. Okay, call him, tell him it's all set. All right, bye. Oh, man. I told the guys up there, I said, all we want is one chance. They can take 6, all we need is one chance. That's it.
John Paul Jones was a Frenchman in the late 1700s. He fought for the Revolutionary War for the Americans. In the first battle that he fought together with the Americans, he told the English, "We have just begun to fight. We have just begun to fight. It ain't over yet, guys. It ain't over yet. If you want to prove everyone wrong, that you didn't get here by luck, you gotta what? Believe. You guys believing now?
Yes.
Are you believing now?
Yes.
You gotta believe more. Because it ain't over yet. We, everybody repeat, we have just begun to fight. What time is it?
Now.
Where are we?
Here.
And what's our destiny?
To be champions.
What's our destiny?
To be champions.
What's our destiny?
To be champions.
I think this is a team of destiny, and it showed their ability to persevere. I mean, they took a lot of pressure, and they were very patient. And all in all, I kept saying to myself, all we're going to need is one chance, just one chance. And thank God we got our one chance. And exactly what I thought would happen, happened. We put them away. But it takes a lot to be a champion. And for them to deserve the credit that they deserve, they had to beat a great team. And they beat a great team in this St. Louis team. If this St. Louis team wasn't as good as they are, then the victory would not have been as significant. But this is the last year under-19 national champions, and it was absolutely incredible. They beat a great team. They deserve to be where they are.
There's something bigger than us that was here today. Bigger than us, and bigger than the other team, bigger than every person here. And I wish that's what we're missing in this planet, you know, the belief in something more than us. And we need to go back and remember that we didn't come here by accident. Somebody put us here. And each one of us, we're here for a short time, but each one of us got to do our part. And today the kids did their part, I did their part, everybody did their part, fans, you guys. You know, that's life. It's special. It's beautiful.
Y le doy gracias a Dios y gracias a la oportunidad que me dieron. Y me siento bien feliz y esto se lo agradezco a todos mis compañeros y esto lo hacemos por los niños y por nuestra familia y por nosotros mismos, por nuestro futuro y para salir adelante. Y espero que el domingo todo nos salga bien y esperamos ganar.
Well, you know, we came a long way to get here, and we just beat, I think, the best team in the country. And, of course, we're going to have to play up to our best Sunday night to win, but I think the boys are up to it. It was an incredible win in the second overtime with a just absolutely miraculous and brilliant shot by Banana, and it was great. It feels real good. Thank you.
You got to push everyone and leave all their players behind, 10 yards, whatever. And then, the minute the ball, so for example, here, the ball's kicked and they get it, right away, man. You drop back. And everyone's got to find their man quick. Because what was happening is,
in this position, he's gonna play now. He can play a bit more back than last game, right?
Who?
Flavio.
He's gonna push up.
Okay. Because on the majority of my centers that I was giving last game, I was having to just give him because Flavio was so pushed up that I didn't want to, give the ball to the keeper. You saw a couple across that gate, the keeper get it out with Flavio. I mean, if he could just wait off a little while until he sees that I'm across and then run in, that's the way he saved him. Yeah. Because he was so pushed over the defense and the keeper that I was having to put the ball behind him. I kept
hang back a little bit. When you see that he's gonna cross, hang back a little bit so that when he puts the ball, you have space to come into. Because if you're too close to the goal, then it's easier for the goalie to get it. Because he's looking for you as a target, right? So like, you're over here. These two guys gotta always come from behind the support. Because you see, for example, he gets the ball, he lays it to you, say this is you, Bobby, right? When Carlos then could run this way, and what's his name can swing out, so now you have two out, hit it here, or hit it through here. It's more like indoor playing here. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you something. They're gonna come in there. I tell you, this is where the war is gonna be, right here, right here. The trenches. Okay. World War I all over again. World War I, that's how they fought. Trenches. Waited till they got to come.
Yesterday morning, I got a call from the mayor's office, and Mayor Lanier is going to be here this afternoon to watch you. And he is coming because he is so proud of what you've done. He's come to support you, to see you victorious tonight. You cannot let him down. You must play every second of the game. Play with your heart out. As Connie was saying, you go for the throw. There's another phrase. Hundreds of years ago, when the knights were dueling with the swords, just like you do on the soccer field, back and forth. Stroke, parry, stroke, parry. They had a word. Connie, where's it? They had a word in France. Coup de grace. In France, that means the killing stroke. Coup de grace. The sword fighters are sword, and they're clashing their swords together. And all of a sudden, one swordsman sees an opening, and he thrusts for the heart of his opponent. That's what you have to do in soccer. You see an opening, you take it, and you thrust the sword right through your opponent's heart. And you clean off your sword, put it in your scabbard, and you wait for the next play. Remember that. That is very important. Let's play a full 90 minutes of the best soccer that you ever played in your entire life. Okay?
Why don't you get it? I think we talked last time, and Doc told you a lot of things that I did, a lot of accomplishments that I did, and everything else. So what I decided to do was kind of let you guys see basically a little bit of what I did and what it's all about. And Connie and what he said is very true. You don't give up. You know, you don't stop. This is a picture of basically what Jim, Mr. America, Mr. World, this is him. Now to show you another picture, and then I have something to share with you. This is another one here. This is the World Games. This is Jim. Okay? Now before you actually take a look at that, it's something I want to tell you. I know most of you guys are Latino, okay? And the fact that trying to speak to you to really get the heart, I can say it in English, but you're trying to make it sure that everybody stays on the same page and really get the feel of basically what this winning spirit is all about. We say it in English, we say it in Spanish, okay? Now, the point is, in the spirit of competition, you find that the heart in the fight, the pull is strong. The fight is violent, but it's the heart. The heart of the champion never stops. His heart is very strong. Are you ready or not? En español. En la competencia, es un fuerte terrón, una valiente pelea, pero la corazón de la champion nunca parará. ¿Sí? Nunca, nunca parará. Nunca. Repítame. Nunca. El corazón es muy fuerte. ¿Está usted listo o no? Sí. ¿Es verdad? Sí. 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 Repita. Sí. 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 Vámonos, Houstonians.
Thank you.
Super proud of it. Really look forward to coming out and seeing this. I canceled something else to get out here because, I felt this felt more important to me.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Una línea, por favor. Make a line. La señora también, por favor. A todos, a los tres.
Thank you. Very nice.
Va por él, liga, va por usted.
Just for you. I said you would make it. Thank you.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's very sort of pressure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Neil, we're honest. We won't break up bombs. There.
It's our third year. We're about a 15,000 youth program. This is a select team. We got 3 state champions out of this team here. There'll probably be 4 scholarship boys on this team. But we also have other youth programs. We have an inner city golf. We give out 3 scholarships off them. Softball, baseball, swimming, and basketball. We got close to 100,000 kids, and all of them put together.
We do a lot of inner city youth And it's the best money we can spend.
That's what I really think. You know, we spend about maybe 2.5% of our police budget on this prevention. I still don't think our prevention works, but I'm kind of past that in my mind now. I think it helps these young people make something of themselves. And that's a bigger and better goal than just, it's too modest a goal to say just keep them out of trouble. Well, it's having that effect. But I love this program.
Going up and down, kick ball.
they'll come over. Hey guys, hey, todos acá, rápido. Hold on each other. Vamos, carajo. Nosotros somos familia here. We're family, man. Okay, in a family, you cry together, you laugh together, you win together, you lose together. That's a true family. I'm very proud of you guys that you've gotten here. Okay? I'm not going to deny that. But it's an important lesson here to learn. First of all, win or lose this game, right now as I'm speaking, there's 1 million children that are going to go to bed with empty bellies. Another 500,000 children will be turned into prostitution. There are drugs in our streets, killing our children, while few people become rich. And when you compare it to winning a championship or losing a championship, it doesn't mean squat. It doesn't mean squat. Because the bottom line is, we're just very fortunate to be here. And that we must never forget. The next thing is, and this is the truth, and this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. When you do play to win, if you lose, you come in last, or you come in second, you're a doormat. That's what you are. Remember that. So the next time when you go and play on any other team in a championship game, you remember that. How much it hurts to be a doormat. Because that's really what happens. Okay? When you're in first, you don't feel the way you feel. When you're in second or last, this is the way you feel. And I want you to remember this feeling for the rest of your life. Because there's going to be a lot of harder things in life than the game of soccer. If you ever see one day your child laying there dying of cancer, are you going to give up? Are you going to give up? No. You're going to kick ass to save your son or your daughter. Remember the pain you felt from losing this game? Fought to the end. We didn't win. And that's important too. You must never give up. And that's a good thing that happened today. We were down 3-0, and we never gave up. You should be proud of that as well. But remember this, it's just a game, and when you compare it with all the suffering and the pain in this world, that millions of children suffer in this world, this game don't mean nothing. The trophy don't mean nothing. The medals don't mean nothing either. And I want to tell you one thing. In my eyes, you're heroes, and you're the Knights of the Houstons. And when we go back, we got to go to work with the young kids of Houstonians and work with them. Teach them the right things. Are you with me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What time is it?
Now.
What time is it?
Now.
Where are we?
Here.
And what will be our destiny?
To be champions.
What will be our destiny?
To be champions.
That's right, because we'll come back. We'll come back again. Okay, guys?
Champions.
Okay, guys, remember what
think just as much of you
Come on, guys,
as I did a few minutes ago. And you know, you in life you win some and you lose some. You got to learn to do both. Nobody wins all the time, and you men like you're not going to lose all the time. You got a lot of really fine young men, and I admire you and respect you. And really glad I came out here. Thank you.
Give him a big hand. Yeah. Un abrazo al alcalde. Vamos.
Smith is Park and Rec, and he would like to say a few words to you guys. What's up for today?
Good morning, guys. Everybody. Excited to take y'all down here today to have a little drills and kick the ball around a little bit, a little conditioning, and it's kind of a fun place to come and enjoy yourselves and get a little workout. And y'all pay attention to Connie and do what he says, and you'll have a good time, and just appreciate being able to take y'all down here.
Hey, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. Okay, this is what's going to happen today. Javier is going to take the 13, 14, 18, and 19-year-olds. He's going to take you guys on a 20-minute run to get warmed up. The 11s and 12-year-olds, Josh is going to take you guys on a 10-minute run to warm up. And then you guys will come back here, and then we'll do more work here.
It's kind of a fun thing to come down here and run on the beach. It's good for their legs, and it's kind of a mixing, sort of a mini vacation with conditioning program. I think they're coming down here next week and again, and we're going to take them to Moody Gardens as kind of a little break for them. But as you'll see throughout the day here, they are extremely dedicated.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Put your hands under your bellies. Stretch up. Look up to the sky. Ready? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
These young men are some of the finest soccer players in the Houston area. There are about 140 of them on 7 teams, We put them together from citywide tryouts. I guess you could describe this group as being the varsity of our soccer program. We, of course, had some 14,000 other children that participated in the spring in what we would call the B-team program. These kids play in the Division I soccer, youth soccer, which is the most competitive division in the United States, the competitive level.
The youth of today, they need the support from parents, and they obviously have it from the city right now. So a parent should take advantage of this. If it weren't for this type of program, I'd see our kids out in the streets instead. I'd see them wasting their time. They'd probably go downhill health-wise. And since I'm a teacher, I firmly believe that their lives should be balanced. I think they should have an education, and then they should be working out, be actively involved. And obviously this type of program develops their self-esteem. It gets the bonding going between guys that are just busy trying to compete in soccer.
Sí se los recomiendo que vengan a ver lo que aquí se está haciendo. Es algo en serio y la oportunidad que tienen no creo que la puedan a encontrar en otros teams que hay alrededor de la ciudad.
Right now, the city of Houston is helping out a lot with the funding. In other parts of the city, we have select teams that have to pay enormous fees. And since the city of Houston is helping to fund this, these young kids that you see here, I have no excuse. If they want to do something for themselves, I mean, now's the time to take advantage of this program. And I think that will develop that overall, personality needed with the social skills and hopefully the academic skills, too, that they get in school.
Go.
Very happy because the club that I was playing at wasn't really committed to how I was really committed to the game. These guys practice hard, they don't lazy around, they really want it bad, and that's what really I came here.
Jugamos muy bien, encontramos muchos amigos, viajamos a muchos lugares y estoy muy orgulloso de eso. Esta selección me ha dicho que ni siquiera agarre un scholarship y estoy muy proud.
What do you want to get out of this program?
I get a scholarship, play for the World Cup, and a professional. I don't know.
El entrenamiento es bueno porque podemos agarrar mucha condición así. Muy bueno el entrenamiento.
¿Y qué te dicen tus papás de parte?
No, bueno, ellos me apoyan, dicen que sí, que tal vez llegue a ser un buen jugador.
Because they don't want to be the best. They think they're being the best because their coaches got them believing that they're the best. But do you see them here? Those players will always be average. So if you want to be an average player, then you don't come here. This place here is not for average players. This is a place for the players who want to be legends. Players who want to be warriors. Players who want to be heroes. Right here. But if you want to be an average player, you stay over there in Houston, you play in the field over there, nice grass, right? Lots of shade, lots of water, right? That's for the average. Here is above average, beyond average. So when you're training, that's the way you should be thinking. That same attitude. I saw some of you guys out there. Some of you were going, and some of you were coming, and some of you were wishing not to be here. You all said you didn't want to be average, right? Yeah. And you got to show it in the training. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Okay, give yourselves a big hand, buddy.
Está bien porque viajamos mucho y vamos a muchas partes a practicar y nos practican duro para ir a Division 1.
Come on, come on. Come on. Go! Boom. Boom. Boom.
Cierra la boca cuando cabecee, cierra la boca.
Go! Just spinning, guys. Keep on doing it, Manuel. Go! 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 Come on, Victor. Challenge him. Go! Go!
Well, what happened was I've been working for 21 years with the kids from the inner city. I basically grew up in the inner city in San Francisco, grew up in the Mission District. So this is nothing new to me. This has been kind of like a lifelong experience. And sometime last year in October, Doc Lawson was trying to find me. I was in Bolivia with the Tawichi Soccer Academy. He finally found me in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, and asked me if I wanted to look into this position of becoming director of coaching for the inner city soccer program. So I came on down to Houston. I saw everything. I liked the people. It was a lot of fun, and so I joined. I joined in the Park and Rec, and it's been great ever since. Working with these kids, parents, girls, the guys. It's been wonderful.
Go! Come on, Red! Whoop your arm!
I think the mayor, it's the first time in my life I've ever seen a mayor ever do anything for kids. And because most of them, they're pretty, well, I got my own opinions about politicians, but this mayor, he's a real good human being. He really cares about kids, and I think that's what we need. We need more of those kind of people running government. Men and women who care about children and willing to put money into programs. Not just give them things, but make them work for what they're getting. And these kids, soccer is a great sport. It's inexpensive. Everybody plays it all over the world. And I think the mayor had the right idea starting a program like this. And I wish every mayor in the United States would start a program like this.